Greetings, my geeks, nerds, gamers, and lanners. Welcome to Enticement Gaming. I am your host, G63, and today I'd like to invite you onto a space survival and exploration adventure. Planet Nomad is a survival adventure game developed by Crane Balls and was released on the 3rd of May 2019. Crane Balls started development on Planet Nomads in January 2015, with a beta being released in 2017. Now, one thing that I find interesting is that Crane Balls was originally a mobile game development studio. So, this game gets its inspiration from games such as Minecraft, Space Engineers, and No Man's Sky. For those who are looking to buy this game, note that your recommended system requirements is a 64-bit processor and operating system, Windows 10 64-bit version, a i7 or a Ryzen 7 CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, an NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti, or alternatively you can use the Radeon RX Vega 64. You also will need DirectX version 12, 6 gigs of available hard drive space, and of course a DirectX compatible sound card. Now, as per the Steam description, there is a whole planet of diverse biomes waiting for you to explore. Gather enough materials to build a mobile base that will carry everything a nomad needs on a journey through an unknown land. So as we start this game, you'll find yourself in a bit of a dilemma. Your spaceship is falling out of the sky, and you are up the creek without a paddle. So that beginning of the game gives you a tutorial as to how to play and how crafting and repairing works. So as you repair and refill the nuclear reactor, the ship's automation system notifies you that, well, you're going to die. So you skip over to the nearest escape pod and get torpedoed into the planet's surface. So, the current rating for the game is as follows. On Steam, the only 67% of the 870 odd reviews are positive. However, reviews in the last 30 days show that 81% are positive. The main complaints of the game are glitchy physics and a confusing tech tree. The other reason for the bad rating is that Crane Ball released a notice that they were dropping the multiplayer mechanics. So, without further ado, let's get to the enticement rating statement. So, as per usual, the first question was, is it easy to understand how to play the game? Now, the controls are pretty easy to understand, and the game's interactions usually remind you of the controls, so if you don't have the time to play every day, you can still enjoy the game without getting confused. There are some technical commands that might be harder to remember, so they do include keys in the option menus. By shifting through F1 to F4, some more basic controls are given to you. So, I think, in my personal opinion, I can give this a 7 out of 10. The second question, of course, is it fun? Well, on my current Steam profile, I have about 80 hours or so, but I've actually been playing this game for much longer. So whether you're into survival games or just want to build a house, a car, a boat, or be an aircraft designer, Planet Nomad has something for you. So yes, it's pretty fun, but for some reason I can't seem to get too excited to play the game at all times. So I will have to give this a 6 out of 10. Does anything bug me about this game? So, this game is pretty harsh when it comes to physics, and it will definitely punish an unobservant player. But there are occasions where weird stuff happens, like for example, hitboxes are colliding in the weirdest ways. The game has also spawned my escape pod in some of the strangest places, like right next to a cliff or even underwater, and I drown before I can get to the surface. Another thing I found is that if you dig too deep, you can even clip through the map. So to be fair, I will give this game a 6. Do I like the sounds? Now, the background music is at the right volume, and it gives you a sense of tranquility, and the futuristic melodies that they play is quite pleasing. The ambient audio is also quite amazing. Hearing the sound of a rain storm or even a thunderstorm could put anyone to sleep. And your suit's AI does not deafen you, and it doesn't sound out of place. So for sound and quality, I begrudgingly give Planet Nomad a 9 out of 10. Does it take too long to accomplish things? Now, if you follow the main objectives, the game is quite seamless. Except for a few objectives in the beginning of the game, none of the objectives require you to build anything. On the contrary, most of the missions revolve around you exploring the game, taking in the sights as you go along. So I'm going to be giving this game a 7 out of 10 for work accomplishments. Can you customize anything? Hey, customization is the name of the game, and building your own custom vehicle or base is made so much easier by the myriad of building blocks at your disposal. Do you want to replicate a TIE fighter from Star Wars? Go all Darth Vader on it. And the vehicles available on the workshop shows what can be done. But the tech tree is a bit confusing, so a 9 out of 10 once again for Planet Nomads. Is it hard but not too hard? Okay, so here we have got a few options. The game types are survival. Survival mode is the main game. This puts you through the tutorial and lands you on the planet in order to survive the elements and, of course, the natives. Now this comes in 4 flavors. You have easy, medium, and hard. There is also an option to customize your difficulty. So do you want longer nights or no weather? You can change these settings accordingly. Then there is also a free roam mode, which allows you to play the game as you would in survival, but without having to worry about what to eat, drink, or when to sleep. Lastly, there is the creative mode. Here you can build your own stuff without needing to harvest or craft. Just select a block and go mad. So once again, I am finding myself that I am giving a game a 10 out of 10 for difficulty settings. Would I play it twice or more? Most definitely. With every update, I find myself trying to use and abuse the mechanics any way I can, building underground bases or massive towers. I am more than comfortable to give Planet Nomad an 8 out of 10 for playability. Last of course is, are the visuals good? Wow. I don't know if you've been looking at the video, but the materials and textures that are being used are phenomenal. From screen blur when there is rain, to the guard rays of a sunrise, to the glow of a midnight forest, this game is a definite treat on the eyes. But it loses a bit of its wow factor when you take into consideration that games like Skyrim was released before Planet Nomad. So regrettably, I need to give Planet Nomad a 6 out of 10 for visuals. So, the final result for Planet Nomad, according to the Enticement rating scale, is 75 out of 10. So thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe for a full playthrough. If I will be trying to upload once a week, so hit that notification button and comment down below. If you know of a game that you would like to give the G63 treatment to, please leave the name of the game in the comments below. So for now, shub shub millipub, stay lekker, and see you on the refresh.